Hey, what's up friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do an RC video for the channel here. I'm gonna teach you if you ever want to go into RC and want to buy a basher. This is the one to get, the WLTOYS 144001, but apparently out of the box it lacks grease in the front and the rear differential, so I'm gonna teach you how to add grease to that. And also, if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe if you like cars, die-cast cars, and like RC cars also. I have that content in the channel. So I think I have to adjust something on my rear because stance is not right anymore. I have bashed this car pretty well, and yes, some things a bit off with the stance. It sits lower on the rear. So first thing you got to do is, I like to remove the shocks from this model. So first thing, remove the wheels. So this video will probably take a long time, and have patience guys. So that's the first wheel. By the way, if after like installing back the wheels and the nuts, you should add Loctite to it, because it tends to get loose over time, because this is a fast car, man. And then we remove the front shocks. Wait, I'll take the other one first. So there, after that, we can remove the shocks. There, shocks is loose. Okay, you can take this off. So the shock is like held by the longer screws, as you see. They're both of them. So just remember that. Just pull it off quite easily. Then it moves freely right now, so we can remove this one easily. So you can see here, I hit this part with a rock, and since this is plastic, got some damage already, but probably replace that when it breaks. Hopefully not too soon, man. So here we go. We're just gonna pry this part here open. I'll try to pry it with my hand. Let's see if I can do it with my hand. So there, we remove this one. So this time I'm gonna use this. There, removed it. Didn't damage it. And then this one also, we're gonna remove this part also. So use an Allen wrench on the other side. There you go. Pretty straightforward. Now, so you'll not be able to lose the nut. Install it back. So you can actually take off the dog bone right there. And we'll do the same on this side. So there. And then we'll take out the shock tower also. So you can just use your screwdriver. Shock tower is held by 4 screws. So there. So we now can see the front differential. And we will have to unscrew this part here. These 4 screws we're gonna take out. So there you go. You can just raise this up a little bit so you'll be able to access the screws inside. There are 2 screws right here underneath, so 1 on each side. So you have to unscrew that. That's why you have to take out all the screws here, so you can be able to lift up this part. So we have to unscrew this first. And then take out the front differential cover right here. It's held by 4 screws. So that's, I think removing the front differential is harder on this car than removing the rear differential. So remove the cover. And you'll see the front differential. So you can see I have actually applied grease to it already, but I will just re-grease it, and I'll show you how. So here's the differential gear. So you can see it is all metal, made of good metal. Teeth are exactly perfect still. And we're just gonna open this one. It is held by 4 screws right here. So open this one. So you can see mine. It has still some grease in it. Now some other like enthusiasts remove these 4 like tiny gears right there and add grease to the bottom, but yeah, for me it's okay not to remove them. You just spin the gears manually after applying grease. So this is what I use, just cheap car grease here, the thick variant, the thick grease. So be careful with the alignment of the gears here. You can test that by just manually rotating the shaft right here, so you can actually feel if it is smooth or not. So So once you feel or hear that it is not smooth, then the alignment is off. So you have to like redo that again. So yeah, be careful with that, because you will strip the teeth of your gears if you didn't align it properly. So that's it. I like to fill this one with a lot of grease. More grease for me is better than none at all. So just put that right there. So time to put this. So we got to put the screws back in, and you might notice some extra grease coming out, but that is okay. Don't fully tighten the screws yet. And please do secure the screws properly. So before we install this back, we got to test how this spins. So really smooth, no click whatsoever. That's how you like it to be. Then after that, remember, putting this back, this side here for this part. So we can apply grease right now. So add grease here. Wait, I have to remove this one first. So we have to add grease first here, making sure that all the teeth have some right amount of grease to it. There. Also on this side, I'd like to add grease also on this side. Don't really care if I put too much grease, because I can always wipe it when I finish installing this part right here. Also, don't forget putting grease on the bearings on that side, on this side. Too much grease, right? But that's okay. There. And then you can also add grease here, and also there are two bearings right here. You can add grease to that part. So just spread the grease evenly. There. Add more if you like. And again, don't forget putting grease here. There are two bearings right here, so put grease also on that. Then rotate manually. That's it. We have to install the front back again. So put the cover here. Man, I forgot to put this back. And also the screws. And then yeah, back to this part. And that also screws in here. So next what we got to do is put this back into this part right here. Yeah, what you have to do is just snap it back in. You'll hear a click, but don't be afraid. There, that's the job. Then put back the dog bones. Also on the other side. So that's actually pretty easy. Then secure these two right here onto the shock tower, if I can find it. Where's the shock tower at? Okay, it's here right beside me. So put it in here. Yeah, it's held by 4 screws. So there, 4 screws. 1, 2, then 3, 4. I'm gonna show you again once I've finished putting back the screws in. Getting ambidextrous for the camera angle. Man, this is tough. So there, I'll secure that properly after finishing installing all the parts completely. So these two, here they go to the lower hole right here on the shock tower. I think you can also install it at the top or not. Let's try. Nah, you can't do that. Just put it right here on the lower part of it. So actually, yeah, you can put that at the top. So I think the height of the car will be lower. Yeah, it goes right there. So definitely the height of the car, or the front of the car, will be lower, but I'll just put that right there. Use the like the stock method for that, or the stock height. So again, with this one, pull the other side with the Allen wrench. Do the same thing on this side. Ooh, dog bone fell out. Yeah, no problems. Install it back. So again, hold the screw in place with an Allen wrench and just lock this all the way through. So almost done right here on the front end. And then next, put the shocks back in. Gonna clean them first. My shocks are still doing pretty good. No leaks yet. So it's holding up pretty well. So yeah, now all we need is to attach the shocks back. So again, there are 2 holes in here. Stock was placed on this part, so I'll just do the same technique on this one. Is to hold this black part right here with the 2 fingers like that, then just pop it in, then pop it in like that, and then screw it back in. Remember, the screw on the shock is the longest one out of all the screws here. Again, just screw it back in. So there you go. And then attach this one. Attach it tight, but not too tight. You don't want to break the plastic on the shocks here. And then of course the last shocks right here, we also got to do that. Okay, I'll just tighten that one later on. I'm just showing you guys how to put this back in. Okay, that one came in a lot easier. So again, same thing. Screw on the other side and lock it in on the other side. Secure it pretty tight, but not too tight. Gonna secure the screw here. Also on this screw. Man, I promise you this is easier without the camera, because with the camera you have to find the angle, and then just attach the wheels back. So I'm gonna show you a trick here, since this comes out a lot of times because this is a fast car and I don't have Loctite right now. I'm just gonna be using this nail polish here to lock the screws in. So far it's held up pretty well. I have used this a couple of times already. Put that in and secure it and lock that in tight, but not too tight, and do the same on this side. Okay, that's really tight already. That's it. That's the first part here, putting differential grease on the front end of the car. So you can see mine sits higher right now because I adjusted the shocks here a bit high. So I'll just make adjustments on that later on, and we'll move on to the rear differential.